Queen BeaN, and I'm so excited because you're here for our cool bean cooking adventure, and today we're going to make a recipe from the country of Brazil. Now, Brazil is in South America, and we are so lucky to be joined by my co-host, a scientist and a nutrition expert. Welcome, Professor Rosane.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Queen BeaN. I'm so happy and excited to be here with you today. And I'm going to be sharing some of the flavors of my homeland, the country of Brazil.
Our theme today is Eat Plants, Save the Planet. Now, we know that Earth Day is in the month of April, but we can make earth-friendly choices every day. And what we choose to eat can make a big difference for Earth and animals.
And I love animals.
Me too. Food, glorious food from Earth's magical garden helps improve our mood, our games, grades, and our organs, like your brain and your heart and your kidneys.
Yes.
Soups, salads, or sandwiches. What's best is the question. Does Professor Rosane know what the answer is?
Beans are perfection.
That's great.
I did it.
You did great. Okay, seriously. Professor Rosane, will you tell us why beans are so good for people and the planet?
Yes. Scientific studies show that beans, when we eat beans for protein, it helps protect our bodies against disease and it helps us live longer. And also some other studies showed that it helps us save very important resources on Earth, like land and water and air, without saying that it also protects the animals.
And you are from the country of Brazil, where there are beautiful animals and forests and one of the longest rivers in the world.
Yes, Brazil is the home to the biggest rainforest in the world. So it's rainforest, it means forests that have a lot of trees and a lot of rain. So they're home to the largest number of animals as well.
Will you tell us what it was like to grow up there? And then tell us, what was it that made you want to become a scientist?
Yes. So I grew up in Rio de Janeiro, which is a big city on the coast. And when I was a little girl, I used to go to the beach a lot. But I also would go to, how do you call it when you're in school and you go to?
Field trips.
Yes, I used to go on field trips to this big urban forest. In fact, Rio has the biggest urban forest, which is a forest in the middle of the city. And that's where I got to see many native exotic animals. I went to college and then I got interested in science. So when you're a scientist, it's like you're an investigator and you have to really find clues and pieces to the puzzle to understand what's going on. And then I had the opportunity to then understand how the food we eat can change how the cells inside our bodies can work differently. And then I wanted to understand what are the healthiest foods there are that can help us prevent disease. Now I teach students who are studying to become medical doctors to know how to teach their patients to eat certain foods, the best foods for them to be healthy.
Wow, we are so lucky to have you here to help us understand how to eat for a strong body, sharp mind, and happy spirit.
Yes.
Oh, I'm excited to see what you're going to be making for us today.
Oh, today I'm going to be making Brazil's national dish, feijoada, with black beans.
Feijoada with black beans. Beans, glorious beans, the healthy plant protein, gulped, swallowed, or chewed, so filling, scrumptious, and creamy. Just picturing Rosane's feijoada. My taste buds are reeling. Can't wait until tasting time to share the feeling.
That's great.
All right.
Yes. So feijoada is a dish that we usually eat every Saturday, and we also eat during Carnival. And then later, if you want to talk about Carnival, we can. But feijoada traditionally is made with pork. which is meat that comes from pigs. But today we're going to be making a plant-based version with nothing but veggies and of course black beans.
Plant power. Eat
Yes.
plants, save the planet. Okay, let's get cooking.
Okay, we are going to start by cutting purple sweet potatoes that we want to put in the feijoada. The nice thing about it is that all the veggies that have purple in them have more phytonutrients, and we want those phytonutrients. Phytonutrients are nutrients that we can only find in plants that help us fight disease. So anything that has this very deep color of purple with red or black like blackberries or blue like blueberries will have those very special nutrients we want to be eating every day. We're going to be using tempeh, which is fermented soybean, and it's going to mimic some pieces of pork inside of the final dish.
So
And-
since we're not using pork from pigs,
Yes.
we're gonna have something that kind of tastes like it from plants.
So next we're going to cut some carrots too, because we want to have this pretty color in our feijoada. Also, both carrots and sweet potatoes have this orange color, and they have a lot of vitamin A. So all of these pretty colors that we see in vegetables, they're not just pretty, just not to make it pretty, it's because those are nutrients that are important for us. And we're going to cut the carrots and put them to roast next to our purple sweet potato that we just cut. So just quick here. And then we're going to saute this onion, garlic, and then we are going to start preparing our feijoada. Okay.
All right.
So we do this. A few more seconds, and we're going to add the black beans right here.
Oh, you know what's cool about this can of black beans? It says, help change the world, eat more beans. And it's got a bean shaped like the earth. I think that's really cool.
And it does, it's helping save the planet.
There you
Right.
are, my dear. Whoops.
So right now we're going to just put it all here. And then we're going to fill this up with water twice. The green bean's gonna help me, and then add everything here. Now the second can. All right, and then we are going to let the beans with this extra water cook for about 20 minutes. And then we're gonna wait until it has the right consistency, and we're gonna add all the veggies back in. We're gonna add the sweet potato and the tempeh and the carrots, and then we're going to be ready to eat. Let's start preparing our collard greens, because there isn't feijoada unless you're eating with collard greens and oranges, believe it or not. So I'm gonna show you how we prepared collard greens.
And this is a Brazilian style.
Brazilian style, yes. And voila, you see, this is the way collard greens should look like. Now that we just finished cutting our greens, we are ready to go back to our black bean stew. I'm just going to be adding the purple sweet potatoes. You see how thick the stew is. Some of the carrots as well.
Lots of veggies, lots
Yes.
of color. Okay, and there's your tempeh bacon.
And then the tempeh bacon, we're gonna add them all, and now we're gonna mix. So it's gonna be another 5 minutes, and while we wait, I'm going to prepare the collard greens, and we're going to be ready to eat. We're going to add it here. Wow, that's it. So we added everything, perfect. Now we're just gonna cook it. It's gonna be another 2-3 minutes. The collard greens are going to get soft, and it's gonna change colors. That's what we're looking for. Changing colors, and it's gonna be ready to go. Almost.
And you told me that what two foods should we eat every day?
Every day, beans and greens. Perfect. Now we can eat.
You said that feijoada has to have things floating in it.
They do.
And that's
these
why you
have
made it so chunky?
chunky, yes.
That's
Perfect. So this food, the feijoada, we eat every Saturday And we eat during Carnival, which is this big festival in Rio where you may have seen how beautiful it is when people dance for like 3-4 days straight.
Wow, that sounds like fun.
It is a lot of fun, yes. What I like to mix is the collard greens with the beans.
Okay,
always.
mix the collard greens with
Yes,
the beans.
and the
Okay.
rice. But the orange is, I think it's just like to kind of rinse the palate and
Okay.
bring some sweetness to the dish. What do you think? It's good.
It's so
Yeah.
so tasty. I think we have all the food groups. We have beans for protein. We have greens for our vegetable.
Yes.
We've got rice for our grains. And we've got oranges for fruit.
Yes.
We've got
Everything.
all the food groups.
Yes.
It's not only good for us, but it's good for earth and the animals. When we eat beans for protein, we help save land, water, and wildlife. Well, Professor Rosane, thank you so much for helping us learn how to make feijoada with plants. Because when we eat mostly plants, we help protect our precious bodies, our precious planet, and precious animals every day. Thanks, kids, for coming, and have a glorious day. Oh, that reminds me of a song.
Oh, take it away, Queen Bee.
Beans, glorious beans. The healthy plant protein helps bodies grow strong, helps fishes swim in blue streams. Why should we eat bean protein? It can save the world. Oh, beans, beautiful beans, magical beans, marvelous beans, glorious